Welcome to this Digital Anarchy tutorial going over batch alignment in Transcriptive Roughcutter, which is Transcriptive 3.0 or later. If you have an existing text transcript, Transcriptive can sync it word for word with your clip or sequence with a process called alignment.
That's an incredible opportunity. Over the last few years, I've been fortunate to meet with
In Transcriptive Roughcutter, you can batch align multiple transcripts instead of manually queuing them one at a time. Aligning a single file works like this. You turn on clip mode if it's for a video or audio file or a multicam source, and turn off clip mode if it's for a sequence. Then import the existing transcript by clicking Import in Transcriptive, selecting the file type. This is usually going to be a text file, but could also be something like an SRT captions file. When you import an existing transcript, Transcriptive will try to detect any speakers or timecode in the transcript, but since we're going to create new exact timecode with the alignment process, you don't need any timecode in your transcript. If you select the timing per word option when importing, Transcriptive will guess the location of the words in the text based on the length of the transcript and any existing timecode. But to actually sync the words in the text with the words that are spoken, we can run an alignment. Once you have your transcript imported and your clip or sequence selected, click the Transcribe button and select Alignment from the drop-down menu. Unlike creating a new transcript from scratch, which has a cost and needs an internet connection, alignment works completely offline and has no cost. When you select this option and click Continue to submit it, Transcriptive exports the text as a TXT file and the audio as a WAV file, and then analyzes them to create a transcript where the text is synced, and clicking on a word in the transcript moves the playhead to that exact position.
Cryptocurrency is something you can bid on.
In recent years, financial innovation in capital markets has.
The transcript will be synced word for word with the clip or sequence. To align multiple clips or sequences, first import the transcript for each clip or sequence by loading it and clicking Import in Transcriptive. And once that's done for each item, select them all in your Premiere Project panel and click the top left menu in Transcriptive. Select Batch Project from the menu, which will transcribe the items you currently have selected. This shows the number of items you're aligning, so make sure that looks correct. Then change the Transcribe drop-down menu to Alignment, which changes the cost to 0, and click Continue. The files are then exported in Adobe Media Encoder, which will open automatically, and you can see the progress there. You'll see transcoding notifications and transcribing notifications in the Notifications bell menu while the files are being aligned. This notification number above the Jobs menu gives you a quick look at how many jobs in the batch are remaining. The Transcriptive panel will be blocked during this entire process. It's important that we don't allow other transcripts to be loaded during alignment in order to keep the transcripts that are being aligned matched up with the correct clips and sequences. So it's a good idea to start this process when you don't need to use Transcriptive for anything else for a while until the batch alignment is finished. Once it is finished, you should see the notifications in the Jobs menu disappear and notifications that each item in the batch alignment was finished. At that point, the Transcriptive panel will be available again, and you should see the aligned transcript for each clip and sequence that you submitted.
In cases with timely notice, would make far more sense.
Well, putting aside the shield law, which we discussed.
That's it. It pretty much works the same way as offline alignment did in previous versions, except now you can submit them all simultaneously instead of starting each one manually, waiting for it to finish, and then starting the next one by one. If you want a 2-week trial license for Transcriptive, or if you have any questions, you can send us an email at cs@digitalanarchy.com.